it's probably just gonna burst through my iPad now. There we go. Wow, that took way too long to figure out. Now let's get back to the actual game that we're gonna be playing, which is Dominion 6. This is a really cool strategy game. Okay, there it's showing. It's right there. My iPad went black, and oh god. I just realized I wouldn't be able to view the chat like that. But wait. No, not that. I'll go through the mods that we're going to be playing with. We're going to be playing with AI Automatic Blessing. So basically there's an item on the AI commanders that basically automatically activates blesses. That probably doesn't mean much to anyone. Community memes, which is pre-built builds for vanilla nations. We're going to be playing with a whole fuckload of modded nations. Lucid's thematic gem generator, or gem gen, basically gives you adds new items to the game that give free gems for one battle. So like if you're in a battle, this does what it says, but this basically generates like one battle use gems when it's on a commander. Trusty research, which allows you to pick what research you start the game with. And then worthy heroes, which buffs all the national heroes in the game for the vanilla nations. We're going to be doing a vanilla random generated world. Probably this one. And then we're gonna do there's a lot of cave nations in the pack that I picked, so I might do small caves, or I'm gonna do 2 caves, probably 2 caves. Or 1 cave. 1 cave actually probably makes the most sense. Oh, yeah, I sent it through my actual account, and then I have a dummy account, or my real account, like, and I'm going to do both wraparounds, so basically you can go over the top of the world or down the bottom. I know that's not how that actually works. Just, it's a fantasy game, ignore it. And we'll keep it medium. There, you can also have preset maps. There's some really good ones. You can see that's a ridiculously big map. I forgot I still had my test map in here. When I was trying to do Remnant, the Ruby setting. I should have probably built my Pretender in the last screen, but we're going to be doing all the modded nations. A lot of these are cave nations more than I realized. Oh, I should have changed the, this. Is there a way to do it all at once? No. We're gonna go standard. Because aggressive basically means they're always at war with you. Keep it normal AIs. That's, Yeah. And then I'm going to add in some more nations. And I'm going to make sure that they're random land nations, because we already have 2 or 3 water nations in this setup. I might actually... oh, how do you do that again? No. Remember this. Ah, yeah, backspace. We go down to... That is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, 12. We're going to be playing as the demons from Doom, which is a faction in this. The sprite work is a little bit meh for my taste. I also made some suggestions to the mod author, because some of the scaling's really off. Like, these are size 5, Cacos are size 4. That makes, like... If you've ever played classic Doom, you'll know why that's silly. You can fit 4 of these in the same space that Caco takes up in original Doom. Though this is also pulling from the newer games as well, so... This is a really good mage for late age, which I didn't really explain that much, but, oh yeah, blah. Let me drink something. But, the big change that I got changed is that these all now cost fatigue to use this weapon. Because this is from the mod. I'll go in, and basically we're going to do the character creation. That's why I put setup, because there's a very good chance we won't get through very many early turns, but be a lot of me explaining things in case somebody who's never played this game before comes in. But I'm going to be using the icon of sin, the mother demon, which is way too small, like size 5. It should probably be like size 6. You can see the size text down here. Lots of tooltips, thankfully, in this game. This guy summons a unique unit, which is basically buffed up Lost Souls. I'm not sure what this is from, but I know, it's the weakest of them. I'm going to be taking the Icon of Sin. Take that. You get Bless points, which you can spend on buffs for your sacred units. So I'll go back here and show you. So units with this get sacred buffs. It's with that have this trait. They're also cheaper on upkeep. I think some of the commanders have it too. But, oh, what was it? I had a thought in my head and now I lost it. But basically they benefit from whatever we take in this. So there's a lot of different options. Let me see if I... all the options here. Based on what spell paths you pick, which determine what spells you can cast. Let me take a look at the... okay, there it did pop up. The nationals... most of the national spells for this nation are in blood. For obvious reasons. Oh, that is, that does cost a blood slave. I guess that makes sense. It's very rare that something in blood does not. How many is this number of it? These are just pure blood. Okay, that takes fire. And then that takes a shitload of death. This is the make you buy from the games, basically. This is more closer to what you have in the games, and it uses Bane Fire, which is basically fire that like takes away your life as well as burning you to death. Which is I'm expecting a lot of the fire throwing demons to not actually use green flames like in the game due to that, because it would be confusing. Also, some of these later ones are made up, and I suggested things to replace them with from like Hexen and Heretic. Because there's some things that are made up for this that don't need to be if you're going to pull from all the adjacent games of that period. I have like a comment that's 3 comments on Steam, by the way, of suggestions, but which is probably a lot. But this is the Cyber Demon, which is actually pretty accurate to the games in how it plays, but not really how it functions. Like, it has a flamethrower in this, or a dragon breath attack, but it's just a flamethrower, I would assume. And that can kill a lot of your own guys, so it's sort of the thing in the games where they can be as much as of a... They can cause as much pain to the demons as your enemies. I don't think there's any other spells for this nation. You go and check if there's any like scales related things. Fire resistant, fire resistant, fire resistant. The reason I'm checking that is because you can take heat. We'd be more able to take heat scales and not have it just oh, pinkies. Do not have that. Okay. The reason I was checking that is because there are differences between demons and undead. They use the same leadership type here. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. But yeah. I swore I did a stream on this earlier. I'm trying to check some of this stuff. So I have water, blood. So I have a water, blood, fire cross path. I can check this easier. Let me go to the inspector and do this. Yeah, let me go and unpin everything. I put all the mods in here, I think. Let me go over to Late Age Phobos. So this is basically a big spreadsheet manager, so I can go and check all the spell paths. So I can get up to oh, they have 20. That's pretty good. But I can get that up. I can get that a natural 4, which is really good. In the late age, spell paths are usually lower. And take one of any of those. It's random what spell path mages get, so, or units with magic. Which of the one spell paths they get, so this one could get either fire, death, or blood. So this one gives us nature access, and this is our only access to nature. So that'll probably make this unit pretty important. I'm trying to remember items. Sure. Oh, I want to look at boosters. Oh, yeah, that's boosters for nature. Yeah, so I could theoretically get a Thistle Mason up. These basically boost your pass. So I could boost my... If I got to... It might just be worth empowering to get that. Construction level's also pretty important when considering that, so... It doesn't... Yeah, because it's... okay. Go over to units. This is this a slow to recruit? No, it's not. That's really good. Well, it's good for diversity of magic, but it doesn't get particularly high in any one path. I do not have any Holy 3 mages, which kind of sucks. Oh, these can summon things on the campaign map. Oh, that's interesting. I did not notice that before. These are basically ghouls from the base game, I think. No, I think, I can't remember. This has fire flare, so melee attack. I'm just taking a look. Should pull up the sacred units since we're going to be designing the bless. See if it's worth doing one for. We do have the Soulless Zealots, which is interesting because I think they're recruit anywhere sacreds, which are really rare in the game. They're basically a copy of the does it have that written? Interestingly, it doesn't have it written. It isn't just a copy, but it pretty much is. It's like an undead version of another unit in the game that is pretty unique. Nightmare Imps, which are... I kind of wish they would use throw flames in melee, because that's how it works in the games, but if you back off from an enemy, they'll just do their ranged attacks, so that would be an interesting way to simulate that, or emulate that. How does that compare to... I go compare... So they're stronger, they have more attack skill, and they are faster. Ignore the leadership value. Oh no, no, it's not morale. Okay, that's weird. They have higher morale, magic res. They they don't have stealth. That's interesting. They have higher. They just are better imps. Probably not worth making a bless around. Um, so it's probably better to make a bless around the mages. Reanimator priest is really good, but I don't know what they're going to be reanimating because you can set units for that. There's a bunch of different types, so depending on that would change their value as a unit. Um, Definitely want to probably get. Oh, I think I know. Let me go and check. I just realized my headphones were not making any noise. Okay, there we go. Now we got noise. I had to turn the music off because it's copyrighted. Sort of. I don't want to get into it. But yeah, most stuff in our nation has some fire resist, so it might be worth taking heat scales. Um, Looking at the resource cost here, because yeah, it's probably better to take like growth scales or something because most of these units are pretty low on resources, even the so like take luck scales. Um that's actually a pretty big malice. Because you can customize your god's path, so you could make strategies around that. So, and it can't be teleported and used as like an immobile, like a monolith or something. Oh, excuse me. So I probably want to give it some death paths. This is why I was looking at the spells earlier. I probably want to get it really high in blood, like blood 6, yeah. Then we can look at the let me check something about the this attack. How is it? Oh, it's armor piercing. That's interesting. Let me go and check that in the. Will be more clear over here. that 1,000 is basically use fatigue. Yeah, so it does seem to be set at 25. The reason I was checking is because if it's strength based, there could be something to do there, but probably not. Probably the best one would be probably that, and then how many points do I have? 4. So I could do. Yeah, so that's probably what I'm gonna do for the build. This is definitely probably not optimal, but we'll go with 10. Okay, we'll do that. Thrones are basically the victory objectives in this. Generating the world. Where did my thing go? There it is. Exit, so we're in the game proper. So there's a cave entrance down here. The world loops, as I described earlier, so What do we start with? Okay, we have the research things. So let me go and set these all to research. These go away after turn 1. Probably going to be blood magic. Or, let me look at some other things. Remind myself what's in the different schools. It's probably going to be alteration. Let me go up to the, no. Enchantment, yeah. Let's look for that one. Where is, this one? No, not that one. There's Horde of Skeletons. There we go. Skeleton spam. To death. Probably go that as our starting research order. Number of effects 16, which is actually pretty good. Pain elementals are really good in this. Wow, fuck, that's ridiculous. That's really good. They spawn a lost soul every turn, is how they work. It might be worth just rushing that. Yeah, let me go look at my army and set up. Yay, it's total trash. Fire. Enemy. These are pretty bad, if I'm not mistaken. At least they have morale 30, so they don't run away, really. Forgot that you can now change what you're moving. That's my spy. Probably want to set this to become profit. The reason you want your spy too is because they can stealth around, and so they don't get spotted in provinces, and they can take. Ah, shit. Thrones are really hard to take, which is why I was like, oh shit. Where is it? Recruit, yeah, recruit units. It's 2 attacks. Okay. I think they can only go on 1. These guys have an AoE attack. Their size 5. Let's see if we can find something to squeeze into their space. I'm comparing the prices and all the things. See how many we can. So we're resource constrained on Hell Knights. What's the health on these versus? Yeah, I think. This is the problem with this unit. Just has no defense skill. That's probably the best build order. So we should yeah, that's a better build order. And then, oh, I need a commander. Fuck. Probably gonna do this guy first, an Archvile first. Jesus Christ. It's an expensive unit. But it does have Reanimator Priest, which is one of the most overpowered abilities in the game. And it has Healer, and it has a Fire Shield, apparently. And Sacred, and it can get Magic Paths. I did not realize it had 20 hit points. It does not look like something that should. It's probably a bit much. Well, I guess that is how they are in the games. They are really tanky. So I can get infinitely big. Astral allows you to get infinitely big of any other magic path because you can do a communion. So there's a pretty clear synergy. Got big air and big fire. I think they're... Let me check some research stuff. Where is that? Nope. Under construction. No, it's Earth. It's big Earth. Or is that alteration now? There's some spells that got moved around between 5 and 6. I haven't played a whole lot of 6 because, well, yeah, it's Earth. A lot of that's Earth. Okay, that's cold resistance. Wait, what's the range on that? Let me check. Go over to the encyclopedia, go to spells, go to, well, I need generic, I think that was alteration. All-consuming fire. Does that have a range? What is that? This might not be a ranged one. Yeah, it must be centered on the yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a really good spell. Oh yeah, there's really good fire water evos. No, fuck, get away. Go to combat spells. Yeah. Which I can put water in my communions with the archvile. Go back, exit, recruit. No, that one. That all used to be on this side of the screen, by the way, which is why that throws me off. Yeah, so we can do all the big fire water stuff and mix blood into it. I forgot this has Master Ritualist. That's also, summon allies can be really powerful because free units. Actually, this doesn't have astral, so it can't get put into the communions unless you use specific items. Ah, this isn't an assassin. Very good assassin that's stealthy and can take items. Weirdly not sacred. Because this is sacred. I think it's a bit arbitrary what they chose for that tag, but... Oh, this has dark power. Interesting. Oh yeah, one holy point because of that dude. Probably gonna call it soon, but despite not having done much, but a lot of this is planning. Oh yeah. Oh, mass flight. Yeah. That would actually make a lot of sense for this army. Probably gonna call it here. Which is why I said this was mostly gonna be a setup. I think that's in the description. I think we'll go in the turn though. Ah. Patrol does, yeah, I guess so. We'll end one turn. Oh, I forgot to rename it. Oh yeah, this is the, that's the throne thing, so you get to see where all the thrones are. If we go to the underground layer... Oh, you can see... Oh, that's interesting. I think. So if I go... Okay, no, that's not what's going on. They are revealed separately. I was using a map generator earlier, and... yeah. Army. Oh, I got a free pinky. Can we put it in with these guys? Yeah. And the... oh, no. I don't want these to be in with... yeah, there we go. So it does seem like it would be every turn. So let's just check what. Okay, so it is, I think, vanilla units. We rolled a fire and blood one. Yeah, I think I'll end it here. It maybe resume in like 5 years.